morning, everybody. Thank you all for joining us tonight to help kick off our 2020 campaign year in our first ever drive-in movie night. I'm Jess Norton, the current board chair of the United Way of Kennebec Valley, and I'd like to start us off by thanking the many people who helped to make tonight possible. So first of all, a huge thank you goes out to our board members, an incredible team of campaign champions, the staff of United Way of Kennebec Valley, the campaign chairs from 2020, the Voyniks, who you'll hear from later, and our pace-setter businesses and all of you for your loyal and passionate support of the United Way. Now for tonight's event specifically, the director level sponsors are Central Maine Power, G&E Roofing, J.S. McCarthy Printers, Kennebec Savings Bank, KB Federal Credit Union, LaJoy Brothers, Team EJP, and Central Church. And our producer level sponsors are Augusta Fuel Company, Bangor Savings Bank, Cross Insurance, Gibson LeClaire, and Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare. We'd also like to thank our 3 food trucks. Everybody please go visit them. We have Pinky D's Poutine, Ye Old English Fish and Chips, and Salty Dog Barbecue joining us tonight. And finally, a huge thank you to Central Church for running our technology and providing music, staging, and the movie screen that you see before you, and the City of Augusta and the Civic Center for helping us to make this possible. I'm going to now turn the program over to Courtney Yeager, the Executive Director of United Way.
Good evening, and thanks to you all for attending tonight. If you and your business are longtime supporters, welcome back. Thank you for coming to our kickoff event in this new format. And if you heard about this event online or out in the community and you're not already familiar with United Way and its work, we are so happy that you're here. Many of you have brought your families or invited friends, and for that we thank you. Today, you're helping us spread the message about the important work United Way does, and you're becoming part of it yourself. In case you are new to us, I want to give you a brief overview of what we're all about. United Way's mission is to raise funds from our community to support the nonprofits in our community. In turn, those nonprofits are helping the people who need it most, especially now. Right now, we're supporting 50 nonprofit programs that focus on human service needs. And last year, those programs helped 1 in 3 Kennebec Valley people. And we raise that money through generous people and businesses like you. Oftentimes, people make an ongoing donation through their biweekly paycheck, or local businesses make corporate gifts, and there's all kinds of ways that you can participate as an individual and independently through your credit card, electronic bank transfers, or simply writing a check. Most of you have already done that tonight when you made a donation to get your snack bag. The bottom line is that we're all in this together. That's what we believe in, and all of your donations stay right here in the Kennebec Valley. I also want to mention where we've been heading. Our United Way campaigns have been on an incredible upward trajectory over the past 4 years. Since 2016, our campaign has increased over 20%, or more than $300,000. That means we were able to start supporting 6 new nonprofits and increase our support of countless others. And if you ask me what our secret weapon is, I would say it's you, and it's always been you. You should all be proud of the fact that when local people in need ask for our help in new ways, you always answer the call. And perhaps what may be the understatement of the year, we've had quite a year at United Way. We celebrated our largest fundraising campaign to date, raising more than $1.8 million for our partner programs in the community. We welcomed our new resource development and marketing director, Michelle Boyer, who has been a fantastic addition to our small team. And we gave out more money than ever before through our allocations process. And then COVID. You're going to hear more about United Way and the community's direct response to COVID in a little bit, but I mention that because it's no secret that this year has been challenging for most of us. But if we choose to remain positive, the pandemic has also presented us with so many opportunities. It's forced us to get creative about how we all raise money for causes that we care about. More people are recognizing that they can do something, anything, to make a difference to another person. And more folks are stepping up to actually do these things. This is a community full of people who never fail to inspire me with their commitment to creating change. Our job is to tackle some of the community's biggest challenges And for 65 years, United Way of Kennebec Valley has stepped up in times of crisis. There's no way we can stop now in light of COVID-19. COVID may have affected us, but it does not define us, not as a society and not as our local Kennebec Valley community. The Kennebec Valley always rises up. May we continue to be known for our kindness and goodwill that prevails. And now it is my true pleasure to introduce to you Chris and Sarah Voynick, our 2020 campaign chairs. In addition to being one of our board members and a longtime emerging leader, Chris is an agent with Laughlin and Wolfington Realty. When Chris and I met several years ago, United Way immediately struck a chord with him. Little did he know, when he said yes to one small thing at United Way, he'd be in it for the long haul. His wife, Sarah, is the program manager at Merrill's Detector Dog Services and a Disney fanatic who is somewhat responsible for tonight's movie choice. I've seen firsthand the wonderful connection that Chris and Sarah have with each other, as well as the passion that they both have for the community. Getting involved is in their blood, and we are so grateful to have Chris and Sarah as our 2020 campaign chairs.
Hello everyone, my name is Chris Voynick.
And I'm Sarah Voynick, and we are so honored to be your 2020 campaign chairs.
2020 has been an interesting year to say the least. COVID has impacted our community in so many ways, which has put an unprecedented strain on many of our partner programs. People of all ages, race, gender, and professions have been affected by COVID-19.
People who had never even heard of these services found themselves relying on them. In response to this, the United Way stepped up and formed the COVID Response Fund to help nonprofits scale their operations to meet demands directly related to COVID.
Within a matter of days, the COVID Response Fund was established and seed funded with a few generous donors from the community. Board members would diligently meet each week to review applications and distribute funds. And I'm happy to report that in true Kennebec Valley fashion, the fund quickly raised over $240,000 without soliciting donations.
Seeing the community step up to raise $240,000 in a matter of weeks gives us optimism as we move into the 2020 campaign. People are seeing that our partner programs need us more than ever so they can continue to serve our community.
Donations have never been more important. Our community is counting on us. And that is why we are asking you to help lead the way. If possible, reach a little deeper this year so that our partner programs can continue to operate at high capacity. Tell a coworker that giving to the United Way is as simple as automatic payroll deduction, or share with a friend that they can give a one-time gift with 3 clicks online. And remember, no gift is too small.
When you donate, you are helping a high-risk senior citizen get meals delivered to their door. You are providing transportation to homebound seniors, and you are providing a stimulating, friendly, and caring place for adults who need help or supervision during the day.
You are helping a new mother provide clothing for their child. You are helping a young family get childcare so that they can go to work. You're providing a safe place for victims of domestic violence, and you're helping new Mainers integrate into our community.
You are giving students access to food, you're providing outreach support to youth homelessness, and you are giving a child with special needs a place to learn and grow.
You are caring for generations.
Our campaign theme this year, Caring for Generations, represents all generations, age groups, and walks of life coming together as a community to support and help one another. The movie we are showing tonight, Up, is the perfect example of how 2 different generations can work together to make their lives and their community a better place.
This year, we will be adjusting our goal in a way that is more impactful and measurable. We are pleased to announce, based on early success that we've already seen, that we are on a mission to help over 56,000 people, which equates to 75% of our community.
Although ambitious, we believe this community has what it takes to meet this goal. Partner programs such as legal services for the elderly are depending on us to achieve success. With that, I would like to introduce Angela Hamlin from Legal Services for the Elderly.
Thank you guys for the introduction. My name is Angela Hamlin. I'm a staff attorney at Legal Services for the Elderly, and it's my pleasure to be here today to tell you a little bit about what we do and how your support helps us do our jobs. One of the biggest areas that we've seen an increase in is helping elders who are suffering from neglect or elder abuse, whether it's financial or physical abuse. Seniors today are more isolated and scared than they've ever been before. People who used to visit with them can no longer visit with them. Our neighbors who are in nursing homes are no longer seeing loved ones, and we're really seeing the stress this is having on them. one of the things that I feel very passionately about is helping seniors who have been exploited. Right now I have a case where right as COVID was happening, my client's friend became his power of attorney and drained his bank account. You can imagine that at this time, not only is he suffering from, canceling his doctor's appointments and seeing friends and family, but now he's out of money. So when he calls our organization and we're able to actually help with this, there's such a relief that is palpable when you're talking with your clients. And I'm just so grateful that we don't have to turn anyone away thanks to the United Way and their funding for these programs. Seniors mean a lot to me, and I'm sure they mean a lot to you. Our community is full of history, and my grandparents live in Augusta and in Gardner. And I just want you to know that if your grandparents or somebody's grandparents that you knew needed help and they called us, that we would be able to help them. Think about how scary it is to be worried about a virus, and then think about how knowing that you're way more likely to need to be hospitalized if you were to catch this virus. These people are scared, and if they know they have an attorney in their corner to help them, whether it's with eviction defense or a benefit appeal, say they're losing some food stamps or some other benefit that they really depend upon. The process has always been difficult for seniors to navigate, but now more than ever, because people can't have face-to-face contact, we are seeing just a really big need that's out there, and we're happy to meet it, and we're happy to continue to do our best. There's nothing better than getting somebody their money back, their benefit back, making sure that they have a home, making sure that they can get their medicines, making sure that they're not hungry. These are wonderful things that we can provide when you guys give to the United Way. You're supporting these programs like Legal Services for the Elderly. I encourage you to check out our website to see all the wonderful things that we do. And I also encourage you to continue to give to the United Way or volunteer. One of the things that in my job I saw a lot of isolation with our seniors. So I decided to volunteer through Catholic Charities for the SEARCH program. The woman that I volunteered with doesn't even know I'm an attorney for Legal Services for the Elderly. And all I have to do is take her places, to grocery shopping, and hang out with her. And it's really rewarding to give back, especially to the people who made it so that we could be where we are today. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy the movie. I hope you continue to give back to our community. And I would love to welcome Michelle Boyer from the United Way.
Hi, I'm Michelle Boyer with United Way of Kennebec Valley. Thank you so much for joining us tonight as we kick off our 2020 campaign. Our 2020 campaign video was truly a labor of love and highlights a lot of the incredible work that our partner programs were doing during the shutdown. Not only did they step up in new and unique ways for the community, they stepped up when we asked them to film it. We received a lot of incredible footage from these partner programs, all of which was self-recorded while working the front lines of the pandemic. As a result, we pieced together an exceptional video that shows all the wonderful ways the Kennebec Valley community came together this year. So without further ado, Josh, will you please play the video?
People may have lived their entire lives thinking, I don't need help. I don't need nonprofit services. And now those same people are finding themselves struggling to make ends meet in light of COVID.
Seen a significant increase in the number of people who are reaching out who have never reached out before.
Help with their rent, their fuel, and by far the most important one was their food insecurity needs.
We thought we knew the need before COVID-19 and we didn't.
This isn't about life choices or poverty or any of those other notions that we might have.
Over the past few months, thousands of people in our community lost their jobs overnight, and that is when our nonprofit program stepped up.
Snow Pond Center for the Arts opened our commercial kitchen for takeout food and worked with all of our community partners to develop a Buy a Meal, Give a Meal program.
We have served over 600 meals to community organizations like the South End Teen Center in Waterville and the Boys and Girls Club Teen Center in Augusta.
We shut down all of our services to keep kids safe, to keep families safe, but immediately pivoted in a week's time to providing childcare to Maine general health professionals, DHHS essential staff, and CDC essential staff.
We were serving over 800 people agency-wide. We're now serving over 1,700 people.
At this point, we've served 26,000 meals to local teens.
With so many families and children at home at this time, we thought a great way to support them would be to create some online videos. So we create these step-by-step videos that sort of show families how they can introduce educational activities to their children using really common household items or things that they already have around the house.
We have been offering emergency dental care following the Centers for Disease Control guidelines as well as the Maine Dental Association guidelines. This will help keep people out of the emergency room so that the people that have more urgent care can be seen at our area hospitals.
In the beginning of May, we ended up repurposing our farm stand, opening it early, and stocking it with essential grocery items, nutritious, canned, non-perishable food, and products such as diapers and toilet paper, hand soap, cleansers, disinfectants.
Right now, organizations that serve people every day are finding themselves under-resourced to meet the growing demand for services in our community.
The COVID virus has impacted the Children's Center dramatically, financially, programmatically, obviously our staff, but in particular for kids that have special needs. Not only have they lost that opportunity to catch up, but they've regressed in almost every case. That's why now more than ever, the Children's Center needs the help of our community.
Faith Food Pantry operates out of Gardner, Maine. More people are unable to get to a grocery store or a drugstore. Without a food pantry, these people would go hungry. It is important, more important than ever, to be here to help those in need.
KVCAP has provided essential, vital services to people in the Kennebec Valley region for 55 years. If we cease to exist, there would be a huge hole in the safety net for the people in need. For example, the loss of transportation services would create a massive barrier for the scores of people that rely on us every day to get to work, to get to medical appointments, and to access local businesses.
Our efforts at Literacy Volunteers are to help individuals with their reading skills so that they can get their high school diploma, they can gain citizenship, they can boost their literacy skills so that they are able to be more independent, self-sufficient.
You know, you get to use your skills to help another person gain skills, and you create a connection with another human being, and there's nothing better than that in my opinion.
We thought that now was more important than ever to step up and co-chair the United Way campaign because Sarah and I have lived here our entire lives. We grew up here, we went to school here, and now we work here. And we've been involved with the community for a few years now, and we thought that this was the best way for us to give back. The United Way has been a trusted organization for over 65 years that uses your money and your donations wisely and strategically across the Kennebec Valley.
United Way makes it easy for everyone to donate to them by using payroll deductions. It's really important to give to United Way directly because they allocate the money they receive to vetted programs across the community that are most in need.
And that's where every person in this community has a chance to step up, stand behind these causes that we care so much about, and support the good work that's being done here to make sure that it continues long into the future.
I know that the people who get the meals really appreciate them. We get a lot of comments back from them. Some of them only get that one meal a day and that one contact.